I'm going to give you a breakdown of the 3-game series between the Cleveland Indians and the Minnesota Twins, and we're starting right now. What is going on? My name is Alpha Omega. Welcome to another video. If this is your first time here and you want to learn how to bet on sports like a pro and gain an edge over the sportsbooks, start now by subscribing and clicking the bell so you don't miss anything. The All-Star break is over and I'm kind of torn on how I feel about it. In one sense, I'm happy to get back to work, updating my mathematical models, tweaking my process, and adjusting everything to get ready for the second half of the season. On the other hand, while I'm having a great overall season, which I'll talk about a little bit later in the video, the last week before the All-Star break was a series of bad beats and a couple total whiffs. The only thing that keeps me from doing this just kidding, is the fact that I'm not the only pro bettor who has difficulties handicapping baseball in July. There's something about the last 10 days before the All-Star break that disrupts your regularly scheduled programming. The good news is that things generally go back to normal once the second half begins. Regardless, I'm getting ready to kick it into maximum overdrive, as I'll be posting as much content as possible as the second half of baseball season kicks off, along with the NFL and college football being right around the corner. I'm also really excited to continue to grow this channel as I get more and more interaction with every video that I post. I just want to do a quick little thank you to everyone who watches, likes, comments, and subscribes, because the way the YouTube algorithm works, every little bit counts. So looking through the opening series in the second half, the series between the Indians and the Twins stuck out to me for obvious reasons. These are the two likely playoff teams, with one or the other winning the AL Central Division and the other having a really good chance at winning one of the wild card spots. The Indians have been on an absolute tear, winning 7 of their last 10 games and cutting the Twins' overall lead in the AL Central from 10 games down to a much more manageable 5.5. The Twins, on the flip side, have lost 6 out of their last 10 games, which has allowed Cleveland to close the gap. This will be an interesting series, as the Indians could potentially cut the Twins' lead significantly, or the Twins could widen the gap. The Game 1 Alpha Omega Vegas consensus line has the Indians' money line at -128 with a buyback price on the Twins of +108 with a total of 9. Implied odds mean, based on the current money line odds, what is the projected implied probability of victory? Basically, it's the chances of victory expressed as a percentage. In this case, Vegas is saying the Indians have a 56% chance of winning Game 1, with the Twins having a 48% probability of pulling off the upset. As I already mentioned, these teams match up very well, so definitely stay tuned for my statistical advantages for each team. I'm going to break down some of the most important factors to consider when betting this series, but before we get into the statistical breakdown between the Indians and the Twins, I want to take a moment to let you know why it's important to sign up with me so I can help you make some serious money betting on Major League Baseball. As I mentioned earlier in the video, I've been on a tear this season, as I've had excellent overall return on investment for my max unit wise guy plays, as well as an equally solid win-loss record on my standard unit plays. However, the last 10 days prior to the All-Star break canceled out even more profit, as it seemed like I was consistently hit with bad beats, total misses, and picking the wrong game in a series. As I mentioned earlier, this is not uncommon to experience in the week or so leading up to the All-Star game, but admittedly, I was pretty upset because I have a lot of clients counting on me to make them money, and I also took a hit in my own personal baseball bankroll. I'm not going to spend much time explaining to you how to deal with losing, but if I could bring home one point to you, it's that if you know that you have an edge over the bookies, as I know that I do, you cannot be afraid to continue to bet. Having that edge allows you to be confident that you'll eventually make money over the course of a season, regardless of short-term losses. Which is why I'm confident in telling you that now is the time to subscribe to my YouTube channel and sign up for a package on my website. In terms of this YouTube channel, the plan is to break down 1 or 2 MLB series per week, So it's important that you subscribe and also hit that notification bell to stay updated, because all of my MLB betting guides provide you with free information to make smarter decisions when betting. And I'm also starting work on my NFL Week 1 betting guides, which will continue to provide you with free, actionable info to make smarter decisions when betting. I have a bunch of available packages that can fit in with any bankroll, including my most popular Wise Guy play packages that include all of my standard unit plays, along with my max unit Wise Guy plays. The value increases when you sign up for longer packages, with the discounts built into the price, with my 1-week Wise Guy package saving you over $300 and a 1-month Wise Guy package literally giving you 50% off. I email you my daily plays and you turn my picks into your profit. I'm also continuing my promotion where with any purchase of a Wise Guy package 1 week or longer, I'm guaranteeing that you'll profit from my picks or the rest of the MLB season through the World Series is free. So you sign up for a Wise Guy 1 week package and you either make money over the course of that week, which is likely, or you get all of my MLB season picks, including all of my Wise Guy plays through the World Series for free. I've also never had a losing baseball season, so either way you're going to make money with me. I also don't send out Wise Guy plays every day, so you end up receiving a lot more days than your purchase length. Now that we've gone over why signing up with me can give you an edge over the sportsbooks, let's break down some of the factors to consider when making a bet on this series. Expected fielding independent pitching, or XFIP, estimates a pitcher's expected run prevention independent of defensive performance. This stat is the closest thing to showing a pitcher's true performance without additional calculations. Some of you may not be familiar with this stat. However, any professional bettor relies on this particular stat heavily when deciding how to bet on a game. The Indians rank 5th in all of Major League Baseball in XFIP. I would posit that this one stat factors heavily into why Cleveland is favored in Game 1. The Twins, on the other hand, rank 13th in XFIP. So you have a top 5 team in XFIP going up against a barely above average team. Again, this stat is crucial when deciding how to bet on the MLB. Advantage Indians. A huge reason for the Twins' success this season is Minnesota's ability to generate runs from extra base hits. The Twins rank number 1 in all of Major League Baseball in terms of their extra base hit percentage. No other team in baseball gets more hits for extra bases than the Twins. The Indians rank dead last in terms of opponents' hits for extra bases. So you have the literal best team in baseball in terms of generating extra base hits, going up against the literal worst team in terms of allowing extra base hits. This one is as easy as it gets. Advantage Twins. One of the factors I use in my mathematical models is a team's walk percentage. While on its own seemingly unimportant, giving up walks is inversely correlated with a team's probability of victory, meaning that giving up walks makes it more likely that you will lose the game. The Indians rank 4th in all of Major League Baseball in terms of opposing walk percentage. This means that the Indians don't give up a lot of walks. The Twins, on the other hand, rank 22nd in terms of offensive walk percentage. Another easy one. Advantage Indians. While this may be a well-known stat, when deciding how to bet this series, particularly when betting totals, a team's home run percentage is an important stat to consider. While home run percentage doesn't generally carry over season to season, unless you're the New York Yankees, on a season-by-season basis, it's very important. The Twins rank number 1 in all of Major League Baseball in terms of their home run percentage. Again, this shows why the Twins have had such a great first half of the season. The Indians, on the other hand, rank 14th in terms of allowed home run percentage. So you have the number 1 team in terms of home runs going up against basically an average team in allowing home runs. This is definitely a factor in the high Game 1 total. Advantage Twins. In addition to this preview video, I also have a link to more MLB betting guides. You'll see a link right here. I recommend that you click on that now. As always, in full disclosure, while I do provide a lot of useful info in these videos, if you really want to take your sports betting to the next level, you have to sign up with me, Alpha Omega. I'm currently offering multiple Wise Guy packages, with a 1-week Wise Guy package coming with guaranteed profit, or the rest of the MLB season through the World Series is free. Hit the link in the description and sign up now. And if you want to learn more about betting on sports like a pro and gaining an edge over the sportsbooks, start now by hitting the round subscribe icon so you don't miss anything. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you next time.